Welcome everyone to Surya Soul Sun. Today we're giving a 10K Yotaro reading, a universal energy reading to help you if you stumble upon this. Also, if you know that someone could help from this, send it to them. Share the knowledge that's meant for people. Some people are in situations in their life where they don't have a direction or they're letting people walk all over them. Today's reading with the 10K Yotaro is a throat chakra activation, an insight to where you need to either listen more, speak up in your life, stop bullying others, stop talking crap about yourself. So these cards and this reading for everyone is a cycle that opens and activates the throat chakra. And if many of you do study this, it's also about quantumly how we're affected not only in our physical, our spiritual, but our emotional forms. How a certain activation of the energy centers within can either cause you extreme distress in your life or open the doors to more of who you truly are. Why are you here to experience life, experience love, find a true purpose? Is it happiness? Is it joy? Or is it just being where you are and finding the peace in something simple? So we'll go into what the throat chakra truly means and how it might relate to you in your life. But I want to explain a little about what the 10K Yotaro is and how it not only is an intuitive development tool, an insight into who you are, but it's a quantum activation through color, consciousness, and the images you see. So the images might be things that you recognize, you understand, but they have a different meaning depending on your programming. And programming just means the things and memories you've been through that you constantly have a paternal way of thinking, maternal way of thinking, patterns passed down ancestrally, ways of viewing your body, and ways of viewing what God is, what energy is, what your true ability is. We're going to go more into that. So again, the 10K Yotaro. We created this deck many years ago that has various symbols, various awakening aspects, but it's more of a psychological tool to advance you on your journey. Many people out there that watch are healers, are psychics. They say they're this, they say they're that, but for some reason, it's not serving them in their life and it's causing them pain, and they're repeating karmic patterns of distress, maybe mental illness, maybe physical illness. But the 10K Yotaro is not a traditional tarot deck, but we put tarot in it, or some people like to say tarot, depending on what system they come from. Tarot deck, and you see it in movies too, how people have different stigmas and perceptions on what it should be. But we wanted to put it in a universal way where we take from all different religions. We are artists, so we hand created these decks as a download from not the divine that someone says a singular God that's going to smite you, but the true God essence inside of you. It's the artisan, the artistry, the artist, the musician, the creator that you are. And some people don't realize that inside of them. But in this reading, you're going to see that it might awaken the power inside of you, because with your voice, with your heart, there is true power. So the 10K Yotaro is our quantum energy technology, and it's designed to work simultaneously with the right side of the brain, the left side of the brain, right and left hemispheres, activating clarity, activating your intuition, activating logic, and emotional intelligence all at the same time. This strengthens your central nervous system and the faculty of imagination, but using that in a grounded way. So as you can see on the different videos, the music, the intuitive alchemy garden, we highly emphasize the use of herbs, flowers, plants, roots, the earth, our garden, your own personal grounding practice to really make this work stick with inside of you, but also release attachments that someone might have to you. Maybe someone's saying something about you and you're effective intuitively. These are the attachments of psychic connections, cords, the throat chakra, and also how you're doing this to yourself. So the 10K Yotaro. It was designed to help anyone move through any type of blockage. Through the visual of these cards, every card is a personal reading. These are universal here. But you may have an emotional, mental, or a spiritual and energetic information that's attached to you. And usually these are through now technology, where we'll attach to a text message or words that you read on a screen that cause you an emotion. Some of you might be doubting even yourself in this reality. So we don't even pay attention to the fear, the shame, or the resistance, because we understand how this deck has helped so many people. The 10K Yog Tarot and everything here, it guides you to identify what is needed inside of your life with artistic precision. And a lot of compassion goes into the creation of this, because we have to go through a rigorous meditation, calming, relaxation aspect to give you this truth inside. But when you view these readings, these free ones we have on YouTube and Facebook, it starts a process inside of you where you may begin to heal, strengthen, expand, get that internal awareness within that allows you to handle a situation in life differently. So we don't like to call ourselves anything really. We're just messengers of what you need to know at this point in time. You could call it clairvoyant, psychic, intuitive, and these are just keywords that people learn to understand and have an associated meaning. But it goes beyond with these cards. So we said it's a quantum experience, quantum healing experience, as we do offer this in our suryasoulsun.com online store. If you want more information, you can go to the store and see in the links in the description. We have the download library where you can get teachings on this 24/7 if you're interested in more and want to expand. Just a little word, a picture, a phrase that we constructed inside of our services and also our downloads will help you change in some way, because that's the intention. That's what it's meant to do. So we said it was a quantum experience when you experience these cards. And it's also the 10K Yog to release this deck to the public and to officially help people in their lives, where we know that there are no negative repercussions. There's only the negative repercussions of what someone thinks inside of their own psyche, inside of their own mind. We have tested this deck with case studies, psychologists, and saw in different people in the community how imagery and color and numbers activate the subconscious memory, how they help you release your emotions, give you intuitive clarity if this is what you're searching for and you're on a search and you're seeking for ability or clarity or awareness, and also shows different patterns to you inside of your life that need to change. So as this is a throat chakra activation for whatever you need inside of your life, we remind you and encourage you to speak your truth, stand up for yourself, know that speaking is just as good as listening. And there's a power in understanding something for the face value and also understanding the metaphorical value. Someone might be meaning something different than what they say. So we're going to recognize all of this and talk more on how this can go to you personally. And I just want to ask you to reflect on your life right now. The throat chakra and the hear no evil represent inside of your life. Maybe the throat chakra is closed to certain situations where people are speaking into your life and you're hearing this and you're believing this, but it's not making you feel any better. So are you speaking life into your path, in your mind, and also with your voice? Or are you silencing yourself out of fear? And where is the fear? Are others speaking negatively into your field? Do you realize this? Are you recognizing these patterns? Or do you need to just listen more deeply? Sometimes we even have to stay so silent where we have to listen to our own heartbeat. And we have to understand that we are alive here in this moment. And we can go deeper into that as a special meditation technique that really brings a healing sense to your being. Do you need to finally say what has been holding you back? These are some things that will be addressed, and we're going to pull more cards. If you have any questions, hello to everyone here in the chat. we will answer live on the call. We'll pull a card for you. And also, if you leave a comment in the video, this speaks to you in any way, we can return with another video that will address that certain situation. The line here is for free help, and we're here to aid. So if you have more questions about the 10K Yoke Tarot or the other Oracle and Tarot decks created by Surya Soul Sun Yoga Healing decks, all the links are in the description below.
So let's begin. We have the throat and see no evil. And today is what we call a holiday that someone created inside of something to make you feel like you're having fun or you have anxiety. So the throat today is very special. It's always special. But some of you are going out today and some of you don't have money in your pocket. Some of you are not telling friends that you don't have money. Some of you are experiencing a bunch of hardship. Some of you are using your throat the wrong way and looking at people and putting them down and speaking. But one of the biggest things inside the throat is inside this spiritual realm of people. And the essence of what they're doing become a business of attraction, wanting to be on video, showing your face, thinking that it's right, showing stones, all this stuff, speaking through your throat. But when you're going to all these shops, and nothing against people, but when you're going to all these shops, in your throat, you have to know your own activation, because when someone's telling you, oh, buy this stone, it's $3 or $4 and it's going to help you. Well, that brings us back to a story of the throat. And it brings us back to the natives and how they, in one point of time, because the land was taken from them, they turned around and they cursed the land. Oh, did you know that? They cursed the land because someone came and stole property and took from them. And they cursed the crops and different things, only for those who didn't give thanks to that land. Puerto Rico is still one of those lands that's very high in understanding, but with herbalism, and there's a lot of phenomenal healers, but the ones that speak the truth, it's hard to find them. And that's why we came out. So when you go get a stone and someone tells you, oh, this is going to heal you, this, that, the other thing, do this, do that, those stones just come out of a box that's delivered. Most of them never clean it. Most of them never do anything. They just put it in a tray and then they walk around with sage or something. And they say how blessed it is in their prayers. But they fail to realize that when they're using the sage, okay, that's hand-picked. And when that's hand-picked, it goes through a process. Now, everyone that is picking that herb has an emotion. See? And there's a certain process to clear that before you use it, or you can bring back an ancestral curse inside of you that you don't understand the laws of nature. So there has to be a wholeness to this, and there's a certain practice. So a lot of times, all of you inside your throat are expressing to someone that you have this, that, the other thing. You're buying sage. You're doing a contract with them. But what happens if that person is argumentatively fighting, different things, have issues with money, acting like this, that, the other thing, into a certain religion, putting everything down? You're actually putting this karmic essence of another dimension on you that you have to go to the wholeness. Because if you're not going to the wholeness, you don't understand the truth. So we're back in the throat again. So some of you healers are calling people, picking up the phone. You want to know if someone has an appointment, want to know this. Then you say you want to think about it. And you healers are so much in the ER that you're emotionally affected by a narcissist without you knowing. And these are what these spiritual people do. And they try to put you in this hole where they make you think that, let's take this, yin and yang. Okay, so I'm going to take one side and the other side. So when they call, you will hear something like this to a healer. Okay? I was interested in your healing. Okay. First, let's start off with your name. That's the first thing you got to get from them. Let's start off with your name. Good. Exactly. Where are you calling from? If they say they're in your area, hit them with truth. Oh, what part are you staying in right now? Are you enjoying the place? Because you want to hear the temperament of them and the nervousness inside of them that's through a wave on a phone. Okay? You got to understand that. So then they say, well, I'm interested in this, that, the other thing. When you tell them about them, you must ask them something very nerve-wracking to someone that is lying. It's automatically a trigger, and you will hear it. You say, okay, can we start off with each other saying, I am not going to lie to you, and anything that you say that is a lie is in your own dimension, and you must understand there are consequences inside of you because you have fear. Then you can also start off when they say, let me think about this. You say, well, you already did. You got our number. You contacted us. You had to read something to get here. So when you waste someone else's time, your time is diminished, but there is no time. You fall into a black hole immediately. So we got a double yin and yang, which brings us to a double throat.
We didn't plan this. These readings are always meant to be. So this is a
these are
true
the cards. We can put them.
It's a true throat chakra activation, but also seeing where you might be dehabilitating yourself, as you also saw the double yin and yang, the fluctuation of emotions, the fluctuation of the truth inside of yourself that you say you want to live, but there might be blockages that you're creating yourself. And these might just be what you were taught to create because of different experiences that you might have had. So the 10K Yoga Tarot, you're going to see that it's very different from other Oracle Tarot decks. It's specifically designed with intention and color, and it's meant to, all in all, give you a type of spiritual protection. This is something inherent to all of us, but we have the Hamsa Evil Eye here as one of the top, just lost my train of thought. It was the top ways or symbols that are used to repel this type of negative influence, evil, someone might say, evil eye. And I want you to be very clear too that this doesn't only just go towards someone that says they practice a certain way, or if it's a dark way or a light way, or even if someone is saying Jesus, Mary, God, Allah. I feel like there are in those religions too, as we've encountered, maybe you have encountered that too, that those people that say these things still have the issues of anger, greed, jealousy, hatred that they inflict upon someone, but use the name of religion just to inflate a certain ego. You have to be aware that the human experience and the soul inside is not looking for a certain religion. It's looking for your love for you, from you.
So you start to understand that the protection, what are you trying to protect yourself from? There are all sorts of vibrations and frequencies that you are unaware of. Also understanding land that can accumulate with memory. If you're very sensitive, in certain places you might become ill or you might become more vibrant, but the point is understanding what is affecting you that you cannot see, and understanding that. So the protection, if you say, I am Muslim and this is haram and this is that, but then you masturbate behind closed doors, you're cheating, you're this, you only do this because you're your parents, you don't believe in this or that, well, you'll be very emotional, fearful, and create a bunch of nonsense. And that could be in the Catholic, the Buddhist, whatever it is, you're going to create all this fear, and there's going to have to be this protection that you think you do need, but psychologically, your left and right side of your brain and your vagus nerve is off, causing you to spiral, and you will get into the effects, not saying that you are, but you would get into paranoia, schizophrenia, bipolarness, all these things that you will experience due to the fear and your nervous system. Most people that do come on here are healers and are so much in need, but they're scared to talk in front of anybody.
That's something with the throat inside.
Yes.
That you realize the patterns inside of you are maybe things that you've been experiencing for a very long time, embedded in your DNA. Is it your fault? Is it anyone's fault? Can we really put blame into this equation? It's just the way your soul was meant to learn in this path, being placed with these genes, with this heritage, with this ancestry that many people say ancestral healing, soul retrieval, past life regression. Well, it all goes into one, and you don't want to be lost inside someone else's emotions. You want a clear path to your own DNA structure where you can always go back and change if a new pattern comes up. And we also like to say, I love you, please forgive me, thank you, and I'm sorry. because this is a very ancient practice of Ho'oponopono, that sometimes the only way to really release a pattern that's within inside, that's been embedded for so long, is to truly love yourself, truly forgive yourself, and also if anyone's done you harm, understand the bigger picture, but also understand that you have the power to go into this ancestral history, the DNA within inside of you. And if there's someone inside of your life that might prevent you from doing that, maybe they're afraid of change. They're using their throat in a certain way to manipulate your perspective, even manipulate your psychic intuition, your abilities. They're not just psychic, they're inherent. People use so many words to say things that they don't understand, but it's things that every single person has. So we go into a deeper message. If you want more information, you can visit suryasoulsun.com. suryasoulsun.com/shop is where you can book online worldwide. And if you're here in Puerto Rico, you're a tourist, you're a resident, you're always welcome to come and visit, book and call to visit the healing facility, the Healing Art Gallery, where we have energy program paintings for you that also you can hang in your room, hang in your office, your business, to clear the whole energy, as that's what they're programmed to do. And you get a personal reading here. You experience the intuitive alchemy garden. You can see more on this when you even just search Surya Soul Sun. There's so much information out there for you to see before you decide anything, but we always encourage decisiveness and understanding that change can be so fast that maybe you're the one that's holding it back based on your thoughts and your voice. So this is where the third chakra really comes into the understanding and the activation. Again, if you have any questions, just send a comment and we'll answer it with the 10K Yoke Tarot.
Now, with the DNA for the women, it's very important for you to understand that some of you are going through abuse. Some of you are going through what you can wear, what you cannot wear, who you can hang out with, your past, your being put down because of your job, or maybe some of you are not working. Some of you are so controlled that they know exactly where you are and you have to report to them. Well, that's where we kick in to our nonprofit and different things, and have helped all sorts of religion. It's not just in one religion, it's within. And there's rings of prostitution. There's men that belittle women, especially in other religions where they look down, in cultures. And it's in the Jewish and the Muslim, it's in every culture. But some of them are very, very important, because when you root and you go through Lord Shiva, you have to understand one thing: there's a tree of life. And when you journey that tree of life and you are reporting because you're nervous of what you're doing and you're being cheated on and you want to know about your love life and you want to know this, is it good for you or good for that? You knew that from the beginning.
You had the emotions and also the intuitive ability. Because if you're going through something that is abusive, a narcissistic person controlling, a family that doesn't let you do something that you want to do, then you're basically causing the own harm inside of you by not awakening your throat. However, we don't want to make it so bleak that you can never recover. It's a cosmic bond. And all of these can be broken if you learn the correct protocols to awaken your own self. And it might be hard. There might be detachment. There might be emotions. But this is the journey of the soul. We like to tie it into your personal, what it means, but also you have to think of it on a higher level of, it's not just about you. Every single person is connected.
And understanding that that cosmic bond will bring you. Now, a lot of people don't understand right now. If you've been sitting here and you're listening to it, most people cannot actually sit and listen to this for a long time because they emotionally get disturbed,
emotional, agitated, angry even. We've encountered the spectrum of emotions.
But you have to understand that when you're listening to this, you're clearing. The problem is that you do not have the identification of you going through this and emotionally not being able to handle it. And then you freeze these emotions inside your body somewhere. And then for you to release that trauma, it can be stuck for years inside of you. And you have to understand that you need Chanchu.
Independence.
But money is not money the way you think. See,
everything is a vibration.
When you're in a field like this, say you have students, and all of a sudden the students, when they come, you ask every student, bring something so that anybody who's here, if they couldn't really eat, maybe they will eat and bring some healthy stuff and have a mixture of different things, not just vegan, both different sides of the spectrum, but on a healthier level that teaches the students to actually give. And when we were all over in different places, we would have meditation once or twice a week, but the practice of the students would be every day, and they would come in and they would do all sorts of things and even work a shop, because the more understanding that they have with you, the more they can reach out and change other people's lives.
And the more you saw people coming in with a like mind, needing help going through similar situations, the more each student could learn from experience. The interaction of what is psychicness, intuitiveness, magic, healing. What does it truly mean for me, and how can I use it in my life, not only for myself, but to help others, help my family, help those around me just by one interaction. This is the power of activating and aligning all of the centers in your spirit, your guardian spirit, the world around you that is very messed up. But are you totally aware to this? Have you been getting glimpses of this, but you're afraid to speak the truth because other people might shun you? These are the things that we want to eliminate. We want to eliminate the fear, show you how to get rid of it through your own personal power. For more information, you can visit suryasoulsun.com, and there's various links where you can book, as well as give us a call and talk directly. You might receive, and you will, a free reading, personal for you. That might be what you need right now to progress. Thank you so much. Please check the links and stay tuned for the next video. If you can, subscribe and also turn on the bell for the notifications, because we're going to go live reviewing the 10K Yog Tarot, Yog Handling Decks, our quantum healing, and the different services we do offer to everyone worldwide. This is Surya Soul Sun. Take care, and we love you.